All right, Voice Vision TV people, this is episode, 3. We have Rhonda, Christy, and Angela on board here. Rhonda, let's start with you. Rhonda, give us your full name and where you're from.
My name's Rhonda Barthane, and I'm from outside of Dallas, an hour east,
Texas. Texas. Just in case people are wondering, I have Rhonda on my BlackBerry. Her audio's down, but we have her visual. In the middle, the question mark person with the gray shoulders, that's Christy. She has no visual, but she's on her phone. Christy, can you hear us?
I can hear you wonderfully.
Okay, and Christy was on with us the other day. Christy, just remind everyone where you're from.
Okay, I'm technically from California, but I'm a traveling life coach, so I travel all over the United States right now. And I also do a Buteyko breathing education for those with respiratory illnesses. Okay,
right now you're in Massachusetts, is that right?
That is correct. I'm in Massachusetts.
Gotta love that memory. We got Angela. Angela's in the corner there. Now, Angela, is it Angela Cerrone or Smith?
It's Cerrone Smith right now.
Cerrone Smith. Woo, look at that.
We're going to go with that.
We're going to go with that. Okay, so Angela, tell us who you are and where you're from.
I am actually I like to dabble in everything. So I am from New Hampshire, Nashua, southern New Hampshire. So I'm probably pretty close to Christy right now. Not sure where you are in Massachusetts.
I was just up there 2 days ago.
Oh, too bad we didn't meet before. Yeah. So I'm in southern New Hampshire, and I am all about, sharing happiness and spreading joy to others.
Wonderful, wonderful mission. You know what? Let's just take a peek on where everyone is real quick. I believe I have this up. Oops, let's drop that down. Let's bring the map. We have California here, Texas, Nashua, New Hampshire, and Christy, Massachusetts. Wow, you guys are like a stone throw away from each other right now. You could play like tennis. You're so close. But we're in 3 points of the state of the country. That's really, really, really cool. Just want to give a frame of reference of where everyone is. Let's get back to everyone's face and question mark. So Rhonda, tell us about your venture, what you're doing, and how we can find you.
I'm managing editor of an online magazine journal by the name of GoodNewPress.net. Our first issue is on bullying. It's a 3-part series on youth. And the first issue can be found, or the second issue can be found at goodnewpress.net. We start with an issue and a topic, and then we ask the global community to submit articles, artwork, photography, poems, so that way the global community can be involved with what we do. And we speak on topics that are hard to deal with, such as bullying.
You know what? That's a great point. And last time you mentioned you do some advertising for folks, like free advertising. Jody Cooler of the Netherlands was going to connect with you. So guys, Good News Press, is it? Do you have that paper up?
No S on
Okay, goodnewpress.net. Goodnewpress.net. And before we go further, there's one other little cool thing I wanted to do for everyone, because I love my music. So I just want to give a little tune out there. A little bit of what we're trying to do right here. You know what I'm saying? Go like this, Christy. Move that question mark. Go like that. Hey. Hey, when you talk, it flashes, and it looks like the question mark's doing something. You know me. Pop the collar, people. Oh, hey, right now, over me. There it is. I just want to get that going there for a little bit. Maybe we'll play a little more. Of course, let's give out some props. That's the Beatles come together. Get your Beatles album, people, if you haven't got one lately. Hey, we might as well help their sales. Right?
Absolutely.
So, Christy, remind us who you are, what you're doing, just one more time, just real brief, and we can get to Angela.
Okay. I am a traveling life coach, and when I say traveling, I don't stay in one place. I am all over the country to meet people. I will meet with you in person or over the phone, via Skype, no limitations whatsoever, as well as the Buteyko breathing education, which is in regards to respiratory illnesses. Yesterday I made a faux pas, and I said that it was founded to help asthma. Actually, it was founded to help hypertension, but asthma has become a quick use for it. It's something that people are a little more wide known on as far as asthma, COPD, that type. So that's what we tend to focus more towards. And my mission is to just get out there and make a difference in the world, whether it's one person at a time, a group of people, a family, and just help them find a better way to life with whatever challenges they're facing, and realizing that it doesn't have to be that way. It can be fun, it can be simple, it can be, a wonderful adventure, and and just embrace it. And I'm there to help facilitate that for them.
Christy, last time we didn't get your website. How can people find you?
I am at www.christymckenzie.com. Very simple, just my name.
Yeah, and that's Christy with a Christie. Mackenzie's M as in Mary, CKENZIE.com.
That's right.
Okay.
Thank you for that, Joe.
You're welcome. Just want to make sure people can find you. Angela, how are you?
I'm great.
Okay, Angela, go for it.
I was so excited about talking to you today. I can't tell you enough. I am a social media guru, so this is my way of life. I love talking to people via Skype, Twitter, Facebook, whatever way I can. So my goal is to reach out to whoever I can and just put a smile on someone's face. I know it sounds so simple, but it's tough. People aren't always open to it. So I have a Facebook page that I'm dedicated to, a Twitter account that I'm dedicated to, and that's what I focus on, is just putting out quotes, blogs that I find that I think just maybe open someone's eyes and may touch someone that day, and all I hope to do is put a smile on one person's face a day.
We have very similar missions, you and I, Angela, actually. That's very cool. Let's start with you, since we're on you. How did you find The Voice, and just to...
Okay, well, how I found The Voice, and I haven't read the book yet, I'm honest. I'm going out today and buying it, but the mission just touched my heart. I almost cried last night when I was reading about how The Voice came to you as a child. So, I'm really touched by being part of this. I basically was part of a internship, social media internship, and came across this internship via social media. Did social media for the last 11 months with webinar listings.
Oh, I think we lost Angela.
I'm sorry.
Oh, there you are. There you go. We lost you for a sec, but you're back.
Okay.
And
so
you're good.
We're good?
You're good.
Okay. We were doing webinarlistings.com. I was doing an internship for them, and I gave up my internship recently, and the new person that she elected to take over my position, Ashley Hinn, is the one that connected me to The Voice. She just said, because I was telling her about my website, Be Happy, Stay Happy, and she said, oh, it sounds just like Joe, you need to connect with him. That's how I got connected. So, just random one night having a conversation, and it came up.
Oh my God, Ashley, who's dating Paul, right?
I think so.
Oh my
I don't know
gosh,
enough
how
about her.
random. Yeah, I did some work in the past and was networking with Paul, and I think they're dating, and she's my Facebook friend, and that's how we're all connected now. Awesome. That's good to know.
Isn't that great? I love it.
It's great to know the background story. We need to get her on. That'll be cool. Maybe we'll do another session and have her on, you guys on together at some point.
We have to, yeah.
Okay. Christy, just briefly, what connected you to The Voice?
I have been trying to remember that, but I believe it was you and I making comments with Orion Mountain Dreamers page, and just kind of being in touch through there. And then you had sent me a friend request, and you sent me that wonderful video of I Believe in You. And I remember just it pulled my soul, and I'm like, wow, the way we connected through another Facebook person made me realize how possible it is to really connect with like-minded people and make this work so much bigger than what I was looking to do, and bring other people together. And from there, I said to my mom, I'm like, you've got to meet this guy. He's got an amazing mission going on. And then, and it kind of carried forward from there.
Thank you so much. Yeah, and the mission this year is we're going to get in front of 200,000 students, middle school, high school, in Southern California. That's the goal. So we're going to get in front of them and inspire them with a lot of the videos that you've been seeing at thevoicejourney.com, So we're going to just keep adding more and more videos, reaching more and more kids, growing more and more support, and we'll have more video segments, and we'll build a powerful, strong international community that you guys can all pull from and all network through and grow our businesses. I think that's just a wonderful thing to do for everyone,
Mm-hmm.
Rhonda?
Absolutely.
How did you get connected to The Voice? Do you remember?
Yes, I do. You found me through the Dalai Lama, and
Dolly.
Then you shared also your video site, and I saw that, and I contacted you, and then come to find out, one of the chapters in your book was about your life where you were bullied, and that was exactly what I needed to add to the first publication on bullying. And so that's how I initially met you, and that's how we were blessed to have your article in our magazine.
Yeah, bullying is a big part of that book, and there actually it kind of sets the tone, because bullying is what impacted me when I was young. Angela and Christy, and Christy, you actually read it. Angela, you'll read the story. I was bullied when I was young, but I became the big athletic kid later. But because I was the one who was bullied, I always had the softness and sensitivity of what it was to be the person that was attacked. So I became the defender of kids that were being bullied from there on out, and it just set the tone for the rest of my life. It's kind of interesting when you think about that. I'll be talking about that in the next few hours to these kids, because they're age 11 to 15, so they're probably being bullied or being bullied by someone else, or they themselves are bullies, and they need to know how.
I think also parents need to know how to handle it, because I have an 8-year-old, and it's also for me to know how to react to when he comes with a situation.
You know what? I'll just put this story out. It is in the book. Real quick, I was 11, and I was getting beat up just quite often, and my mom finally noticed some bruising on my face. And she worked 6 days a week. She was a waitress, single mom, the whole deal. And she's like, Mijo, what's going on? I'm like, Mom, they're just, they beat me up. They don't like me. I'm different. I was a big kid, but I was younger than them, and I was a multicultural kid, so I didn't really fit in any groups. So they chased me down home and beat me up. My mom's just like, you can't let them do that. They're doing that because they're afraid of you. So you have to stand and fight them, even though it means that you may lose the fight. Just don't allow them just to beat you without a fight. So it was hard for a single mom to teach her kid it's time to rise up and defend yourself. But I think it was what was needed at that time. So she's like, use your books, and I'm like, use my books? What are you talking about? What knowledge in my books is going to help me fight? She goes, no, pick the biggest book in your bag and hit them with it. You know what I mean? It was just like, oh, okay. I see knowledge. My mom sees a weapon. Who would have known?
Whatever works,
right? Whatever works, whatever's at your disposal. So that's what I did, and the details are in the book. But it was quite an experience, because I realized that they were afraid of me, and of course, weeks later, I became good friends with those kids. It was once I stood up, they respected me, and that's what it is to be a kid. But I'm glad we brought that up, because I think it's a huge issue. I'm going to be talking about it in a few hours in front of a bunch of students, and we'll get some video of that too. Before we go, I want to just get a little bit on give me a mission statement on what you want to do for your project, just so we can put it out on the record. And then once again, how can people find you? Rhonda, go for it.
What we're about is educating and offering opportunity. And you can find me, what's the best way? Editor at the word good, new, no S, press.net, or you can go to the website, which is the same, www.goodnewpress.net. We're also on Facebook.
And Rhonda provides advertising on that magazine, and depending on your situation, free advertising, I understand. So reach out to her, get exposure, and her mission is solid. She's trying to help people, specifically kids.
Can she show that card again?
Do you have that card, Rhonda? That card? Good New Press. There it is. Goodnewpress.net. Perfect.
Awesome.
Love it. Now we got it. Christy,
yes.
can you?
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. What, Rhonda?
I was going to say, yes, I give away free full-page ads to people that are helping children during the time that the topic is on youth. Later, when the topic is on food, we'll give away free ads to the people that have to do with food.
Okay, perfect. Christy, can you put up your visual? That's a joke. Of course you can't, because you're just a question mark right now. We're like wondering about you. Like,
I see how it is.
what's this? I'm questioning Christy right now. Don't know why. Christy, one more time. How can people find you, darling?
Okay, my mission is helping you find your infinite possibilities. And again, can be found on the website at www.christiemckenzie.com. CHRISTIEMCKENZIE all together. And I look forward to hearing from you. You can Facebook me, you can go to my website and send me an email, or I welcome your phone call.
That's Christy McKenzie. Your audio was a little choppy. CHRISTIEMCKENZIE.com. Perfect. Angela, give it to us.
I'm going to try to show my wall.
Okay, let's do it.
This means a lot to me.
Let's do it.
Is it working?
Yep. Get a little closer to it. Perfect. Make each day your masterpiece. Awesome.
And that kind of sums it up for me. I mean, I think that each day we have to take and do our best with it. Even if it's not a good day, you can change it around. And with my website, which is not fully developed, I'm really mostly on social media, Twitter and Facebook. But you can go to www.behappystayhappy.com, and I have links to Facebook and Twitter there. Also, I started a blog. It's fairly new, couple of blog posts, but I'm going through some change in my life, and it helps me keep my sanity by promoting this to others and just trying to put a smile on someone's face. That's it. I'm not trying to make any money, but I'm just trying to put a smile on someone's face.
I hear you, but you still got to pay the bills. So if a little money comes your way, and it will, because you're doing great work. Okay.
Great.
So, and don't feel
Thank you so
bad
much.
when money does come your way. It's because you're doing good work, and you deserve it. You deserve to prosper. Okay.
I have a passion for this. I mean, just touching people's lives. I think that just by doing some small thing, and I was actually thinking about it this morning, and I hope you don't mind me going off on a tangent, but this whole pay it forward stuff that Oprah does, I think it's great, but I think too many people get caught up in the whole materialistic part of it and the monetary part of it, and it doesn't have to be that. I mean, I don't have money to give, but if I can just make someone's day, that to me, it helps me grow and be a better person and know that I'm contributing to the world.
No, that's well said, and thank you for saying that, because I was about to go, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car.
Thanks.
Everybody gets a car. But no, there's no cars today. But you know what? Maybe one day. But it's well said, Angela. Well said. You got to give from the heart, and if you keep giving from the heart, wonderful things will happen. Ladies, thank you so much for being on board today. Voice Vision TV, Episode 3. Before we go, I just want to play a little more of the ditty. Just a little more of the ditty. And we'll sign off with this song playing in the background. Thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. And
Here's my girl.
hey, what's up, girl? What's up? Mama. You'll be with me today when I'm talking to these kids, and you'll see the video, okay? Bye, guys. Bear hugs.
Bye.
Come together
Have a
right
wonderful
now.
weekend.
Over me.